In this video, I'm going to teach you exactly how to run Instagram follower ads so you consistently have a predictable stream of clients coming into your business and generating revenue. For those of you guys that are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Brian Mark. I help online trainers scale online coaching businesses. I've done $35 million in sales. My Instagram's going to over 400,000 followers, but enough about me. Let's talk about you. What are Instagram follower ads and why should you consider running them? Instagram follower ads are boosted posts that you will run to put in front of your ideal client demographic to get them to follow you. They are highly targeted towards your ideal client demographic, and the purpose of running these follower ads is to get somebody to come to your Instagram profile page and then choose to follow you. Now I'm going to give you some foundations that you need to have established before we get into follower ads, and I'm going to talk about why you need to have these foundations established. First things first, you need to make sure your profile is completely optimized. What I mean by this is if you go to your Instagram profile right now, is it very clear the ideal client that you serve, how you help them, and why you're an expert? If those three things are not extremely clear, when somebody comes to your Instagram profile, they're less likely to follow you because they won't know that your page is specifically for them. So you need to make sure that your bio is completely optimized for your ideal client demographic. So when they come to your page, they know that this Instagram profile is designed specifically for them. The second thing that you need to have dialed in is you need to have a good organic content strategy. If you're running boosted reels to get people to follow your Instagram page, but then when people come to your page, there's dog content or there's not content that's speaking specifically to them, they're less likely to choose to follow you. This is why I recommend most of my clients get to $5,000 a month before they ever start running boosted posts or follower ads, because getting to $5,000 a month tells me that you've built enough of a solid organic foundation where people know you, like you, and trust you, and they're willing to buy from you. At that point, then we can spend some of that revenue that we've generated from our online coaching business to bring more traffic to our page. So those are the two things that you need to have established before you decide that you're going to run Instagram follower ads. Now, the Instagram follower ad setup is very simple. In order to make this as simple as possible for you, I'm going to tell you this. I want you to go to your Instagram profile, go through the last 10 posts, and find one post that speaks specifically to your ideal client demographic. I'll give you a bad example and a good example. A bad example is if you're on a weight loss journey and you don't know what snacks to eat in the grocery store, steal my 3-step grocery routine to grab a bunch of snacks from the grocery store. That is a bad example. Here's a good example. If you're a busy dad over 30 that's running around with your kids and you don't have time to go to the gym, steal my 3-day workout split that will help you get in shape while respecting your busy schedule. That is going to be a lot more specific to your ideal client demographic, which means the people that come in from this ad are significantly more likely to be dads that are 30 plus that are interested in achieving their fitness goals even with a busy schedule. You always want to choose a post to boost that is specifically and highly targeted towards your ideal client. You do not want to choose the post that has the most views on your page, because typically speaking, the posts that will have the most views on your page are not the posts that are highly niche content, because highly niche content is by nature going to fit into a smaller demographic of people, which means it's less likely to convert into buyers because it's not targeting at one specific person. For follower ads, the ads that are the best to choose are the ones that are highly targeted towards one specific person. Those will always be the best conversion in terms of getting people to come to your Instagram profile and making the decision to actually follow you. Now, I'm going to teach you guys how to set up the follower ad, but first I want to talk about why it's so important. The entire lifeline of your business depends on how much sales you're able to generate on a weekly and monthly basis. If you're not able to generate new sales opportunities on a weekly and monthly basis, you will not be in business for very long. Now, inside of my coaching program, I frequently talk about why it's so important to have an organic foundation established, but I don't want to just rely on the Instagram algorithm to send me clients. I don't want to rely on the Instagram algorithm to help me make money. I want to have a predictable lead source where I know for a fact I'm always getting new clients coming in the front door and I'm always getting new leads coming in the front door. And the old way of doing this was to add 20 to 40 friends on Facebook every single day. The old way of doing this was to follow 100 people on Instagram every single day. That way is proven to be time inefficient, and frankly, it's become less effective. And so to solve that problem, I'm recommending to my clients that are making $5,000 a month that they start boosting posts. Because with a boosted post, if you can get 20 to 40 followers coming in every single day, that means every 1 or 2 days, you're going to be able to book at least one sales call from that. And if you're able to book at least one sales call every 1 or 2 days, and you spend $100 on ads for 1 week and are able to generate $1,000, that's a 10x ROAS. And a ROAS basically means the return on every dollar that you spend. So for every $1 you spend, you make $10 back. Once you prove that boosted posts end up making you money, then we slowly but surely increase the spend on that boosted post, because if we spend $1, we make 10. So why wouldn't we spend $2 and make 20? We slowly but surely increase the amount that we're spending on ads. Now, instead of booking one call every 2 days, we're able to book one call every day. Because we're able to book one call every day, now we're making $2,000 a week instead of $1,000 a week. Then as soon as we start making $2,000 a week, we increase the ad spend again. Now we're able to book 1 to 2 calls every day because we're booking 1 to 2 calls every day. You get what I'm saying? It's like slowly but surely we start increasing the amount of money that we're making every single week, and we're only doing this based on follower ads. I have people in my program. One of the guys, his name's Jonathan Ramirez. He literally is just running this campaign. The only thing he's doing is boosting reels, getting people to come to his page. He's got a VA to start conversations with him. He went from $15,000 a month to $50,000 a month. Got another client in my program. His name's Mina. This is his profile. Mina came into my program making $22,000 a month. All we taught him how to do is Instagram follower ads. He's only running Instagram follower ads. He's booking 3 to 5 sales calls every single day. He just did $100,000 per month. That's all you need to do to get to this level. So why is it so important to run follower ads? Because I want to be in control of my sales pipeline, and I want to know for a fact that I'm getting new Instagram followers in my pipeline every single day, which is going to help me create more sales opportunities. When you're first getting started as an online fitness coach, yes, you will have to outbound every single new follower that you get. However, once you start scaling and you have enough money, $10,000 to $15,000 a month, to be able to hire and train a VA, then you hire and train a virtual assistant to start a conversation with every single person that follows you. Now, all of a sudden, you've got an automated lead generation system where you don't have to do the setting yourself. You got somebody else starting the conversation with you, and then you just take the sales calls that your VA is booking. I digress. How do you actually set up the Instagram follower ad? Well, once you've chosen the post that is highly targeted towards your ideal client demographic, you're gonna boost it through your Instagram desktop. It's super important not to boost it through the back end of Meta Business Suite, because then you can't actually track the cost per follow. The back end of Meta Business Suite only shows you the cost per profile visit. It's also super important not to do it on your cell phone, because if you boost through the Instagram phone, you will have to pay a 30% Apple fee. It's super stupid, I know. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna boost through the Instagram desktop. So I want you to open up your Instagram desktop and find the post that you've chosen to boost. You're gonna scroll down and you're gonna tap Boost Reel. Once you boost Reel, it's gonna open up the setting where all the different settings are available. You're gonna choose Optimize for Profile Visits. Once you choose Optimize for Profile Visits, you're gonna choose to create your own audience, all right? And create your own audience, you're gonna turn off Advantage Plus, because Advantage Plus is stupid. It doesn't work on boosted posts. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna choose the age range. So if you work from people 25 to 35, 25 to 45, you're gonna put that age range in. You're gonna choose either men or women. I would not recommend boosting to men and women. If you're boosting to men and women, that tells me that you didn't understand what I first said, which is that your message needs to be highly targeted. If you do work with men and you do work with women, then have a boosted reel that speaks directly to men, and have a boosted reel that speaks directly to women, and boost the one to men, and the one to women. I digress. So you're gonna choose either men or women to boost the post to. Then what you wanna do is you wanna choose your own audience settings, and you wanna put in a bunch of interests of men or women that have money. In order to do this, you're gonna go to ChatGPT and you're gonna type in, I'm looking to target men that have money that are 25 to 55 years old. Please give me a bunch of different interests that I can plug into Facebook or Instagram targeting of men that have money. Examples would be Gucci, Prada, Louis Vuitton, hiking, hunting, race cars, etc. Give me a bunch of different examples that I can type in so that I can target men that have money. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take 10 of the interests that ChatGPT suggests to you of men that have money. You're gonna plug them in to your little custom audience setting. Once you have your custom audience, you're gonna press save. Then you're gonna scroll all the way down, you're gonna select your budget. When you're first getting started with boosting Instagram posts, I would recommend doing $20 a day. The reason I recommend doing $20 a day is it's a good testing budget. When you are boosting posts, you're just gonna press the boost button. This is exactly what you're looking for. The ideal scenario is that you get under $1 per follower. That's the first thing. The second thing, though, that's really important, these things are equally as important, under $1 per follower, and they are your ideal clients. So what you need to do for 48 hours is you need to monitor the followers that are coming in from your boosted reel. Number one, are they under $1 per follower for a fitness niche? If they are, awesome, you've found a winner. Number two, are they your ideal client? If they're under $1 per follower, but they're not your ideal client, then turn off the boosted reel. If they're under $1 per follower and they're your ideal client, congratulations, you found a winner. Most coaches find a winner after their second or third. If you find it after your first, you're a gangster, congratulations. Now, another thing I just want to say, if they're between $1 and $2 a follower, but 70 to 80% of them are your ideal client, I would keep it on, because it's still worth it if the clients that are coming in are exactly who your ideal client avatar is. Even if you're paying $1 to $2 a follower, I have one of my clients, his name's Zach. His followers come in at about $1 to $2 per follower, and he's making consistently $35,000 a month, and he's got a 5x return on ad spend, which means every $1 that he spends, he makes $5 back, which is a very profitable business. So under $1 per follower is what you're looking for, and you're looking for your ideal client. Now, not all followers that come in are going to be your ideal client demographic. That's okay. I would say if more than 70% of them that are coming in are your ideal client, you've got a winner. Now, all you need to do is you need to wait for your first sale. So you're going to start conversations with every single person that comes in. Once you book one sales call and you close one deal from that follower ad specifically, what that tells us is that follower ad is profitable. Once the follower ad is profitable, we're going to figure out what our return on ad spend is. In order to figure this out, you're going to identify how much money you've actually spent on that campaign. So let's say you spent $20 a day for 5 days, you spent $100. Then you're going to figure out how much cash you collected on that phone call. Let's say you sold a monthly program for $400 a month. So you spent $100 and you made $400. You're going to do $400, how much you made, divided by how much you spent, $100. It equals 4, which means for every $1 that you spend, you make $4 back. That's a winning ROAS. Anything where you spend $1 and you make $3 back is a winning campaign. Anything where you spend $1 and you make $2 back is a losing campaign. We turn those off. We only scale winning campaigns, and in order to have a winning campaign, it needs to be 1 to 3x ROAS or higher. I've got some clients that have a 17x ROAS. One of my clients, his name's Hector. He's crushing it. However, I would say anything at a 1 to 3 ratio is something that you can scale. Hopefully this video was helpful and you learned how to run follower ads in this video. There's more than enough information to be able to take this video and be able to run with it immediately. If you have any questions about running follower ads, just shoot me a DM on Instagram. And if you want to learn exactly how to use follower ads to scale your business and you want to learn the back-end systems that go with that, tap the button in the description of this video and we can book in for a call with me and my team, and I'll see you on the other side. Peace.